All right, Tarot Ass Backwards here. This is the third video for tonight, March 20th, 2024. I wanted to read on a vision I had. Shout out to Terry at Holding Your Space. Although in her meditation, no reflection on them, but sometimes what I see isn't probably what she would envision you to see. Not that she would deter you, but you kind of can't predict these things. I had a vision. Let me just get this. I had a vision of Russia. Well, more poignantly, let me just start by telling you the blue light energy that she had on the globe in the meditation from Friday, which I did yesterday, shone on Alaska. And before it did, the world was spinning, which I often like because it's usually through those dizzy spells that somehow the energy frequencies clear out and I feel better in meditation in some ways after when my eyes are closed and I am dizzy. But anyway, I saw this light, gray light on Alaska. And then before the panoramic got further away from my eye or my mind's eye or my third eye, I saw what looked to be like, I want to say elephant men because they had those masks that kind of have the skin or look of an elephant and they have those long tubes. Or what do they call? What do they call those masks where it's like an intense breathing apparatus? Anyway, what it made me think of was, in addition to wanting other lands to the east, are they going to try to invade us through Alaska, Russia? Are they going to try to, somewhere down the line, maybe not in the near future, reclaim Alaska as their own? So, will it be ground zero for some type of invasion of the U.S.? So I wanted to read with another Lenormand deck on that, and for entertainment purposes only. I had, and I want to bring attention to something. I had the last video that I just uploaded where I think I've got my own little spirit box going on in my room now. But you have to listen in a very short period of time to that 2 seconds repeatedly, maybe, and turn up your volume a little bit. Although I hear it instantly. There's like a whirring, and it's a shallow whir. It's almost like a death rattle on some level. That's why the Lenormand deck that I was going to use for this reading, I thought I had taped the last reading, and I didn't. But then I only was compelled by spirit to go and look at that video, even though I saw the clock wasn't running anymore on it in the midst of it. And then I went back and looked and listened, and it looks either like a trapped entity, an entity in limbo, or maybe a manifestation of something trying to warn me of something. Either way, you guys, I found it kind of cool since I can't get a spirit box to work. For entertainment purposes only, but I digress. That is why this reading was delayed. Let's go ahead and find out. God of my angels. The United States, a vast expanse of its own. Not nearly the size in the bipolar world of the greatest other force we've ever known. Yet one state, not a state of being, stands between us with only Canada as a buffer from God only knows what could be coming in the final hours. In the quest to regain Russia, the old USSR, is Vladimir Putin or any other leader going to take a step too far? Sarah Palin could see Alaska from her house. I don't know about you, but I don't know if this is the time in which you'd want to be looking on such danger so close to home. When anything could happen that could blow it all to kingdom come. God of my angels, what's the future of Alaska? The 50th state. Certainly can't represent the place, which would be the last state of being before we all say a final grace. Okay, so I've set the intention. Let's see. God of my angels, thou Father art in heaven, please tell me. Okay, for some readers, that is a Russia card. And the ones who actually know the reader to whom I'm referring will know for whom that is a Russia card. Shooting a gun from the sky, or St. Valentine, or some sort of biological weapon was what I was alluding to before I did the prayer just now. I'm wondering if that puncture would come in the form of a new form of some sort of biological weapon to be used in Alaska. Let's keep going. The 45 card. And I'm wondering too if that interlude with Spirit that I just told you about was a way to get even better cards than I got before, or worse cards depending upon your perspective, in light of the fact that we'd be taken over by Russia. But these cards are clearer. The 45 card, again, other readers are famous for using this card to represent you know who. Need I say more? So it may be happening quicker than we think. If it does happen, go out and vote, everybody. Or since they're being tended to, and this is maybe, I see this as a coffin of some type. Maybe since this energy is on top of this Russian energy, Trump's downfall has something to do. Trump's downfall, his fall from grace, if you want to call it that, has something to do with Russia, or vice versa. Russia's downfall has to do with Trump, which would be kind of interesting. Not ironic, because that's not the true definition of that word, but you know what I mean. Okay, an abundance of something. An abundance of Trump. An abundance of Russia. Lots of nestling up to something, lots of caring, lots of care, lots of attention to Trump. But the force in here is Russia. Lots of Russia. Yikes, you guys. Okay, this can be a bully card. It can be strength card in the tarot. I see it more as a bloviating bully. The lion. That's what I see. And for some reason, I don't know why you're not seeing them. Okay. Again, this is more about abundance and wealth, and is there something in Alaska that they want? I think this has been touched upon before too. Not by readers necessarily, but in the past, is there something in Russia that they want? With their brute force, they come in because there's something underlying, a lot of something that underlies, and this card underlies this card. A lot is beneath. This is beneath. A lot of wealth is beneath the surface, meaning. And then with this card, the 45 card, Trump is the steward of it. Trump told them about something over there that makes them want it even more, is what I'm getting. Okay. I have a hard time reading this card. I'm not afraid to admit it when I look at it. I don't know often what I'm looking at. If I'm looking at a coffin, this card, or I'm looking at something that transports a message. But I'm getting 45 or 45 dead soon. Wait a minute. 45's ending comes from something that has to do with Russia and the Russian abundance that he either tells Putin about or that he gets. I'm getting this is more about a secret, though, than it is about wealth. It's about what the wealth of what Alaska has. But I'm not seeing anything about really a bad war. I'm seeing something that they're coveting. And I'm seeing something that would be the end of 45, or maybe Putin. But I'm not seeing what it is exactly either that is going to tip me off as to what that resource would be, other than the only thing I can think of is the Alaska pipeline and oil, but it's got to be something other than that. The mice. Okay, so then the mice card. The lion, the bloviating lion, and that could be Trump's power being minimized by, since Russia came in the center, by something he told Putin about Alaska. That will minimize or eat away at I'm hearing cannibalized for some reason too. for now I have to do this, even though you can't see the mice card or the mouse card. The pig and the abundance, and then the abundance with the fish. I'm thinking the fall from grace, Putin's fall from grace, and or Donald Trump's demise. Yeah, this is getting interesting, you guys. The trains of thought that I had just now went out the window as far as the previous hypotheses. I stand by those hypotheses, but they're not standing true in my. They're not standing with me anymore for some reason. Man, and the Hearth. So. Lion. Well, the lion can be Leo abundance, Leo bloviating to abundance, and stroking that, tending to the fire, making the abundance more than or kindling it, or rekindling that relationship between 45 and Putin, potentially. Here's 45 in one sense, the bloviating, bullying, whatever, to the pig, to the fire. I don't know, but I get it's the end of something. But something may be rejuvenated, reawakened. The demise of 45, knighting to the mice. In other words, and then the mice next to the man. I'm not getting anything about an assault. I'm not getting anything about a war as much anymore than I was in the beginning. I feel this is more about trying to rekindle with the fire card. And if we're focusing on Alaska, rekindling or making more active a place, not from a tourism point of view, not that mundane. No offense to those that live in Alaska. It's a beautiful place, but I just think that this has to do with the riches that are there. A lot of kindle is required, a lot of effort, a lot of kindling to keep the fires burning. a lot of minimizing a lot of loss to keep the fires burning after, because we're going this way, after 45 is tended to dealt with and passes from his loss. So a coffin card or something. I don't know. I'm just getting that there's some secret or something we don't know about Alaska that's going to bring 45 down. And it's what Putin wants in Alaska. And that's it. Bye.